welcome to 40 Days to a Better You, and we are up to day 3. One of my favorite series of commercials says, "You're not you when you're hungry." Apparently, you might be Betty White or Liza Minnelli or even Joe Pesci if you haven't had just the right candy bar. Now, that could be true, but I would argue that you are also not you when you are angry. And actually, the great philosopher Maimonides, who sadly never got to enjoy a Snickers bar, said it first. In his Laws of Temperament, Hilchot Deot, he writes, "The sages of old said, anyone who gets angry, it's as if he worships idolatry. And furthermore, anyone who gets angry, if he's a scholar, his wisdom departs from him, and if he's a prophet, his prophecy departs from him." So the second part first. When you're angry, you can be so focused on being angry that you make dumb decisions. That's what Rabbi Konigsberg talked about yesterday. And in fact, you may not be able to connect with God. Your prophecy departs. You may not always appreciate the consequences of your action. But what about being angry being like worshiping an idol? After all, praying to sticks and stones is not an urge that many of us have today. But here's what I think he means. The essence of idolatry is that you take a thing, an object, and you elevate it to a role in life beyond what it deserves. You take this statue and you make it an end unto itself. You give it a value beyond what it deserves. And that's what anger is. What anger is taking something that should be just one part of your life and making it the only focus. You can get into a tunnel vision on one issue such that you end up prioritizing it above everything else that should also matter. That's idolatry, and that's what anger can do. So how do you overcome that? Well, sometimes a candy bar does help, but I think in the bigger sense, it means finding perspective. Being able to recognize how big is this thing compared to everything else in the world. Am I making this an idol? Am I making this something that my entire world revolves around when maybe it doesn't need to be? Am I bowing down to the right thing? So today is the third day of Elul, 26 days until Rosh Hashanah, 36 days until Yom Kippur, 37 days till a better you. God bless.